Hello and welcome to Shooting the Shit episode 184. 184. We haven't got Unvarnished here, and we haven't got DS isn't turned up, but we have a political pod, I think.
Yes, Politipod, yeah.
Politipod, yeah. Yeah, that one. So we've got him here. So welcome to the show again. 'Cause I don't think you've been here for ages, but welcome back.
It's been a bit, buddy. It's been a very long time.
Yeah. Everything's pretty much the same as I said, but so what I'll do is I've got the articles that we're going to sort of jump into on the Discord bit there. So usually I just start off with one of them. Well, actually, usually I just talk about games that I've been playing first, and me and Unvarnished usually say, well, Warframe recently with the Shemworld guys, who I usually stream with and play games and stuff with. I don't know if you remember, but they met them through like Gamergate and stuff, and they hosted the Gamergate meetup in Birmingham.
Yeah, well, they also did the political wrestlers or whatever, right? Like they
they
had
do
like
the
a wrestling show there for a second, didn't they?
They still do. It's on Twitch only though, because they don't like YouTube. So
well, I wouldn't like either, to be honest, but it's the only one that seems to work consistently to me. That
is true, and I mean both of them are quite rubbish. I stream on YouTube just for this show, and then I stream to YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and I'm thinking about maybe doing what's it, Plexstorm.
What is that? I've never even heard of that.
Okay, that's a new-ish one that's like, it's for streaming, and they've got no, well, there is rules, but it's not stringent rules, and it's 18 plus only. You can basically get dildos up your arse, or
show titties and wee-wees
and play
on there,
games, right? and play games. Mostly
at
you're
the
supposed
same time.
Mostly, that's the plan, is that you can do that, and you can play games, or it's cosplay, some type of gaming related thing, and do that. The other one is that you can play obviously not safe for work games, which is
I could probably guess that Zoe Berger's on here. I have a strong feeling that she's on
I actually don't know. It's quite new. It's not. I don't really see many people on it, but there is. I've never seen anyone live on it yet, apart from once when they were discussing what they wanted to do. But I don't know if that's because I've not registered my account properly, because I've still got to send them age verification. So you have to send them.
What do they have you do? Like send in a copy of your driver's license or something weird?
No, they just ask you for a picture of your driver's license or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
just like they just ask you for like a copy of it or like a picture.
Yeah, just a picture. You just have the on the thing it says verify your account, and then it says picture of your ID, like whatever it is, birth certificate, driver's license, passport. But I've not done that yet, because but I will eventually. But what I'm waiting for is a game that's not safe for work that we're playing, and then I can do it that way.
Have you ever played the game House Party?
No, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, that's definitely not it's a not safe for work game for sure.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cringy though. It's the worst. It's the worst NSFW game I've ever fucking played.
That's the
But
one.
it's just so funny.
That's the one where you've got to drop the wine and stuff, right?
Yeah, like you pick up things and there's like this straight edge kid who's like he beats you up if you try to grab any alcohol and stuff. It's really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes and beats up people around the party. And usually all I do is I'll tell him that somebody was talking shit about him.
Yeah.
And he'll walk up and he'll start beating the heck out of him.
Yeah.
And he just so it has like ragdoll physics in it. So whenever he waylays the guy will just go flying.
Yeah. See, that's the thing with Twitch, right? You can't play games like that on Twitch or YouTube, right? So that's what this new streaming thing's trying to do. Like that's the point. And it's quite good because then it's all 18-year-olds, well, 18 plus, right? So it's got an age restriction on it and all that stuff. So it's a lot of titty streamers and stuff. So and there's guys too. So sorry, what was that? You breaking up? Which you will do because you're out on the place. Yeah. So anyway, Warframe's free. I've put 15 hours. Well, I think it's 15 hours into it. Been playing it with the Shem guys. It's quite good. And No Man's Sky got an update, so I've been playing that, which is a massive difference now. The game's actually what it should have been. So if anyone's looking to get that, you can. I think it's on Green Man Gaming for like £16 at the moment. I'm not sure, which is quite a good deal now that it's actually working. Where did he go? No, he's been dropped. Oh well. So that's that. That's the games that I've been playing. If everyone's wondering where the normal co-host is, she has disappeared. She's hurt her face. Well, not her face. She was sewing, and the sewing machine needle broke and went into her eye, so she's away getting that sorted. Don't know when she'll be back. So I'm waiting for that. Deus isn't here. Don't know where he is. So I'm pretty much on my own since the political pod guy just cut out and he's not back. He must have lost his connection. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. He did say he was on the phone in his car, so there's that. Right. Yeah. What will I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot. That YouTube chat has distracted me. Right, yeah, that's it. Skyrim dev tells Reset Terra that it's become a hostile, unwelcoming environment. Now, I think this used to be some other form that was a thing and then it collapsed, and so they built this one. It was a lot of game devs and stuff used to post to it. It was a big forum. And it was always bad. Anyway, so he's called them out. It's a forum only for far left-leaning individuals who hate President Donald Trump, who agree with third-wave feminism and adhere to admonishing anyone who doesn't agree with the media narrative that all straight white males are evil and that women are weak damsels in distress. Anyone who steps out of line gets banned. Totalitarian policy has become so overwhelming that even a verified developer who works at Bethesda decided to speak out against it. The comment came on page 39 of a 46-page thread about ERA's woman problem, which was basically a purity test to weed out anyone who isn't flagrantly in line with the authoritarian left's agenda. Twitter user Mumbot called Wind of the Skyrim developer pushing back at the idea that Reset ERA needs to start banning more members who don't align with their ideological preference on July 26th. The developer wrote, "That's a fair judgment. If they don't feel comfortable, who am I to judge? But from the other side here, I and many others think the moderation is way too harsh. There are often bans with no clear indication as to why, and often because they disagree with the established superstar posters. There's little room for discussion on many topics, so anyone who knows better just doesn't post." Yeah, so there's that. That's the thing. Give me a second. Yeah. Where am I? Right. Like clockwork, there were a number of posts accusing the developer of the very thing that he mentioned was the very reason why other developers don't post in the forums. What was it called? Remember, it was NeoGAF. It was called NeoGAF before. So these are the guys that used to it used to be NeoGAF until that got shut down. And then it's Reset ERA. It's the new one. So NeoGAF was a place that they all came from. I know many people, industry and otherwise, who refuse to post here because it's seen as a hostile and unwelcome environment. Like clockwork, number of posts accusing the developer of the very thing he mentioned was the very reason why other developers do not post in the forums. A number of posters also tried luring the developer into a CAFA trap, trying to get him to express an opinion that they could get him banned for. However, the developer avoided falling for the trap and instead stayed focused on why other developers don't post on Reset ERA. Writing, everyone needs to chill out a little. Not everyone is a secret dog whistle for the alt-right who are running psyop to take down the forum from inside. Sometimes people just don't think before they speak or disagree with what the majority thinks. As long as it's not some heinous shit, which I have seen a few examples of and which totally deserves a ban, we should all just calm down a little. The developer tried exerting some rhetorical kung fu using black belt and cynicism, but it still didn't go over too well with the posters on the site. One user pointed out, going by the headline of Alex Hacks being banned for having an opinion that doesn't gel well with the hive mind prevents other posters from being harmed. Honestly, if you're afraid to post certain topics because of the mods, good, that's a feature. Ideally, it's a signal that you have some learning and growing to do, and it stops from showing your ass, more importantly, harming other posters. What the hell? These guys are mental, man. They are mad in the head. There's something wrong with these people. This is like... this didn't stop the other posters from protesting the Skyrim developer for sharing the Pacific views that some were afraid to express. However, the developer didn't bite the bullet because it was a honeypot in order to drop the ban hammer. A few thought that maybe it was Todd Howard, the creative director at Bethesda, attempting to reason with Reset Era. However, there are few noteworthy grammatical errors in the posts, which likely means it's not Todd Howard posting. He's had to perfect the art of whispering sweet little lines into the digital ears of fanboys, and I can't imagine he would make those kind of mistakes while trying to calculate the zealots of Reset Era by placing their sensibilities. Such mistakes would diminish the point of being made, so I would imagine this is some other mid-level developer representing Bethesda, or maybe it's Pete Haynes. Don't know who that is. Probably some developer. I don't have a clue. No, I'm not getting. Pod's gone. He's he must have lost connection. He was in his car. So I'm on. That was me talking to chat. Sorry, guys. Anyway, several pages later, and the thread was closed with resetting at this. Yeah, Selena writing. It's been really good hearing the discussion in the open, and we think that the opportunity to have a dialogue has benefited the community overall. At this time, however, it seems to have run its course. The conversations are going in circles and becoming overshadowed by increasing hostility. We mentioned previously that we would look at the thread if it came to that point, and that point appears to have come. We hope everyone will look past any personal animus and think seriously about the issues and perspectives raised in this thread. We certainly will. Reset Area has been notorious for censoring topics that don't align with their so-called perspective viewpoints. Yeah, they're from NeoGAF, so yeah, they're really weird people. These people, and there's something wrong with them. There's definitely something wrong with them. It's weird. Reset has been notorious for censoring topics that don't align with their so-called progressive viewpoints, and even going so far as to bar and ban users for praising Daniel Vera from Warhorse Studios. They probably. Yeah, Reset Era also attempted to lead boycott against PlayAsia because PlayAsia criticised SUWs for leading boycotts against games and developers featuring sexy women. Well, we covered that. Yeah, remember that. Reset Era also prohibited users from even discussing Naughty Dog having a SJW agenda. Heck, you can't even talk about or discuss any of the content produced by former IGN contributor Colin Moriarty on Reset Era without being banned. Nevertheless, you basically assume that any developer still posting on and supporting Reset Era at this point adhere to and support the community's extremist leftist views. Just recently, GOG reps scurried to Reset Area to beg for forgiveness after posting the image of Postal 2 that referenced Gamergate. As for the Skyrim Bethesda developer, if any continue to voice centrist views, they probably won't last long on Reset Era. Yeah, that's just reset era for you. But I don't know why devs bother posting there. To be fair, because it's just shit. Basically, it's a crap place. Anyway, I don't know how I'm gonna do this whole show for a couple of hours without anyone. I'll see what I can do. Okay. This one's Polygon hate bait about toxic gamers furthers the SUW agenda. Right, it's Polygon. We know what's coming here, so it's that. Polygon published a long-winded hit piece on the July 25th titled "Gamers Toxic Men Explained." Brilliant, yeah, because like everyone knows it's gamers that are the toxic ones, and all they do is play games. Just I don't understand. It's weird. It managed to find its way across all major social media sites. Of course it did. That's why they do it. And was even right smack dab in front of Firefox when you open the browser. Yeah. The piece is a pretentious oscillation of internal masturbation for the people who don't know anything about gaming and the gaming industry other than what's perpetuated in the closed off echo chambers within their own other articles. In fact, the comment section of the article is closed off. Of course it is. Of course it is, because they knew what would happen. And people go in saying, no, I play games and I'm not like what you're talking about. This is you're all talking crap. But that's why the closed comment section. So no one can offer a rebuttal or bring up the facts that the piece so conveniently ignores. It contains quotes and comments from a who's who of the intersectional academic clique, including the resident culture war stirrer and self-appointed damsel in distress of the cultural critics community, Anita Sarkeesian. Of course it would be her. Her intro piece manages to rewrite gaming history in ways that it never was, even going as far to blame marketing for somehow driving women out of gaming, saying, I remember a commercial for the PlayStation 1. There's a man playing and he locks his girlfriend in the closet. He's sitting on the couch with Lara Croft. I mean, what? I wonder who you were targeting with that kind of shit. It probably boys, because they play the most games and it's probably some type of humour. People who bought games and have a sense of humour would probably be what it is. You lock her in the closet because you've got a proper gaming girl sitting next to you or something. I don't know. I can't remember. That wasn't a thing for us. That wasn't one of our adverts anyway. So there's that. In fact, by Sarkeesian's own admission, she didn't get into gaming until it became the target of her own social political ends, which is true. There's a video of her saying, I don't play games, that's been going about since like 2010. She then goes on to state, so there was a massive shift in the market in targeting boys and men, and a shift in games targeting boys and men. No, there wasn't. No. Very specifically, this massive industry was targeting one demographic with hardly any pushback or resistance, and all of a sudden you have some women who are saying, hey, wait a second, we've been here this whole time and we're fucking sick of this. No, the only person that's doing that is you, and your other weirdo people, like. Oh. Beer. I might cut this short if I've got to run out of stuff. But this article's quite long. Yeah, we could do that. We could do the. This is a big article. Oh, actually, this is good. This'll do. Because this is going to go into a lot. So that's good. Wrong. Marketing was reactive, not proactive. Boys were the ones mainly interested in games, so that's who the core market catered toward. In fact, studies have shown that even when gendered marketing has been used in the past, it didn't have much of a effect on the gender engagement. A Pacific report from market research showed that gendered marketing still saw near equal amounts of engagement from both genders. There you go. They're just usually, it probably is. I mean, games are pretty fun. Doesn't matter who's in it, really. There are 16,855 apps for non-college level maths, and they are targeted at developers at boys 3 times more than girls. At the same time, the reviews indicate much more balanced use of math apps by boys and girls. All reviews that indicate children's use are specifically gender. 45% indicate that the user is a girl. You can read the full report here, which is linked to the thing. Director of Women's Media Centre Speech Project told Polygon. So we're only getting it from one side here now, okay? Not surprising. As society and parents and adults, we have woefully unprepared in ways that end up being harmful, not only to women but to themselves. Failed to educate them, and I think we were left young men woefully. Of course, it's the men's fault. It's just all men's fault. Why are you playing games, men? Why do you do this? Why do you hate women? Why are you playing games? What? It's the same shit. If you start talking about what it means to separate violence from masculinity, you really have to accept the fact that maybe feminists have some good ideas which people are not willing to do. No, most of them don't have good ideas. Most of their ideas are bullshit. Like, they're just not good ideas. We're not training our young boys to grow up to be what they should be, men. They need to watch plenty of Chuck Norris films, and to a lesser extent Jean-Claude Van Damme films, to learn how to fight. They need to become accustomed to the culture that Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger perpetuated through the 1980s and early 90s by working out and learning how to deliver curt, snappy, decisive one-liners. Yeah, okay, that's obviously he's joking there. We need to teach our boys to give the slanty-eyed looks and sly comebacks like Steven Seagal. His movies weren't that good. We need to teach our boys how to lead and be headstrong like Harrison Ford in Air Force One. And most importantly, we need to teach our boys how to get strong, stay strong, and become real men. Otherwise, they might turn out to be Camily's male feminist allies. Rapists. That's true. We always cover that on here usually, and it's unbelievable how many of them have turned out to be some type of rapist, torture of women thing. Weird. And then there's a picture of, it says, "I need feminism because I don't want to be manly." Okay. Yeah, that's just sad. Don't do that. Anyway, I'll end the YouTube bit here and I'll sort of maybe continue some of this. I might skip some of it. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I keep having to check back, see if anyone's coming in. Don't know, I might cut the show short because I'm talking all the time. And I've got a bit of hay fever and it's fucking hot. It's really hot for here. It's like 18°C and it's 10:30 at night. Like, what the hell is that? What is Scotland doing? Or I might chuck on, I don't know what I'll do. There's videos and stuff I could play and see what actually that's what I'll do. No, put on a video of I'll do the one-liner thing, right? And I'll stop the YouTube thing and I'll go to the radio. So if you're listening and it's live, switch over to aerithradio.co.uk for the rest of the show. And bye bye YouTube. I'll see what I can do.